guys, this is day 209 of my wellness journey. I did not weigh in this week, so I don't have a weigh-in. I was mostly fruit this week, fruit and raw veg, or sorry, raw, I shouldn't say fruit. I was mostly raw this week. I did fruit for lunch and dinner, and I did vegetables for dinner. Did I say that wrong? Sorry. I did breakfast and lunch as fruit, and then dinner is vegetables. And it's overall a really good week. You know, I'm trying to really decipher when and how the feelings are coming about and all of that. I did have more anxiety this week than I have throughout this transitional period, or this new era or section of my life, than I have like thus far. So it's been a little different, but I was able to work through those moments to some degree. I have another video coming out with some of the exposure stuff that I've been doing, and there was a store that I couldn't go into, and that's okay. Recognizing it and going through with it. I'm ovulating around this time, so I'm not sure if maybe that was why the anxiety was with me to begin with. I am definitely trying to focus on the when and hows and who and all of it. I'm trying to focus in the moment why I'm having these feelings, and are they thought provoked, or are they just sensations that are in my body? Because I'm recognizing that not everything is thought provoked either. You know, sometimes I just have anxiety and it's not thought provoked, it's just in my being, like it's just in me. Like sometimes the other day, I think it was around the day that I didn't go into that store, was I went to sleep with anxiety. I had it the night before and I woke up with it. So I did try to press on with my day, you know, not trying to be down and out just because I have the anxiety. Just get up and go about my day like I normally would. And that's what I did, and that's what I've been continuing to do, so I'm going to keep trying to do that. I haven't had any other new symptoms. A little bit of burning. I have had something that I thought was cystitis for several months, maybe even long, like it's been a while now. That's just kind of it's not like a UTI feeling or anything like that. It's just kind of an overall burning in my pelvic region. But I've noticed lately that it's been moving to other parts of my body, down my back, sometimes like in my upper back, it just stays there. And burning is such a weird term. It's more like, you know, that icy cold stuff that you put on your muscles when they hurt. It's like that feeling. It's almost like a cooling feeling, but if I think about that further, it's probably a burning feeling. So it's very mild. It's not intense. It's just present. So looking at that in the medical medium viewpoint, I think that would be shingles. So I'm just trying to be mindful of all the things. I'm going to go back and read the first book again. Hopefully this week. It's been on my docket for a while now that I want to reread the book, and I just haven't been able to pick it up and do it. So I just need to reread that book. And maybe I can look up some of the supplements and stuff in the back of the Liver Rescue. The problem is I can't afford all of the supplements. I can't for any of the protocols. So I do like the bare minimum when it comes to that, and then I try to focus more on my food because I need food, and that's easier for me to afford and attain. I do quite a bit of teas, different kinds of teas. I've noticed that my hair has been falling out a lot, or I feel like it's excessive. It's not like gobs and handfuls, but like it's enough to be noticeable. Like it's everywhere. And I'm just not sure I'm not really sure. I started doing an ashwagandha tea in my smoothie in the morning, and I'm hoping that's gonna nip the hair loss. I don't know. That's adrenals, right? Could also be liver, I believe. So just trying to focus on that and just my overall well-being. I did several things this week that I'm proud of, but it scares me. It scares me even to talk about it because I think I sometimes get that sensation that if you say it out loud, it becomes real or something like that. I know that's not true, and it's not a mindset that I need to have, but it's something that is. I went on several larger walks this week that I haven't been able to ever do. So that was exciting because walking is one of my struggles. I struggle with walking. And obviously we've been still doing the car rides and going into stores and going to my parents' house and just kind of living life. And that's exciting when you haven't left the house in 7 years. That's a big event. So I'm just trying to hold that together, stay grounded in those moments, and making sure that I don't get overwhelmed by any of it, because I don't want, well, I shouldn't say I don't want setbacks, because setbacks are going to happen. I could have taken not going into that store as a major setback, and I could have regressed from that. And I chose not to do that, and I'm choosing to try to continue with the progress that I have. And that's all I can do. So that's my update for this week. This week is going to be much in the same. I still struggle quite a bit with plans. So like if I planned to go to a store on Thursday at 4 o'clock, that would be more of a struggle than if you came to me at 4 o'clock and said, we're going to this store. So that's definitely a struggle that I'm still trying to work through, and being mindful that it's been a short period of time right now. It's been about 1 month since I have been leaving the house and getting out, so I'm allowed to take this all in stride, and it doesn't all have to be done in one day. Again, I don't want to overwhelm myself, and I want to just keep the progression. So share your struggles, share your successes, share your failures, because they all mean something, and we are all in this together. And I hope the best for each and every one of you that is watching this. I hope that you guys can find that peace inside yourself, that calmness, and be able to try to work through it. Keep the emotions on the surface is probably my biggest advice. If I was to try to pick one thing, which is really, really difficult, because I do think that it was a whole lot of things, but keep your emotions on the surface. Don't try to delve too deep. Just, I know that's kind of hard to imagine what that means, kind of, but you know, if you're feeling something, it's okay to feel it. Just keep it on the surface. You don't need to go internal with it. And yeah. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week.